Yeah, man. Good afternoon. Welcome to the new channel, the new episode. It's called the Football Artists. We are actually about to start, a future channel that is gonna feature on the daily money market. So this channel is gonna be talking about football and the results of the football. What do you think about the football is happening? At the moment in terms of the international football all the way to the local football. So I think it's gonna be very, 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 very exciting news, man. You know. So without wasting time, let's jump in terms of how the football was working yesterday, the results that we saw yesterday. We saw a lot of teams in terms of local when we started local here in South Africa playing. One of the my disappointments, it was from Orlando Pirates, man. Orlando Pirates. It's crazy. I don't know what I should say about Orlando Pirates, but I just think Stellenbosch it's on another level. To be honest, the way Stellas they are playing and the way they've been playing, Stellenbosch it's on another different level. I'm not gonna lie to you, and I think let me just check the results quickly. I personally think the reason why Stellenbosch is actually having that type of football, that type of results in terms of the football, I think is because of how other clubs have been neglected to take the other tribe of South Africans and put them in their team, so that it can be the Rainbow Nation. Because it can't be Rainbow Nation team if all of you guys you're black. I mean, what the fuck? What is that? You know, if you look at 1996, the reason why Bafana won the AFCON, it was because of there was a different types of people that they were there, different types of race. Each and every race, when they meet together and have a common ground and working towards one thing, they all bring a different things, a different taste, a different attitude, and that's what it's needed when in terms of the team. You need white players in the team, you need black players in the team, you need Indian players, you need colored players in the team to bring a different varieties on a different attitude when it comes to the game, right? But man, look at our teams these days. You look at the team, it's only black guys. I mean, we can give a different types of examples that the more we are, pushing the Rainbow Nation, the more we actually, succeed out there. Look at Rugby World Cup. I mean, the guys that took a World Cup back to back from 2019 to 2023, back to back. I mean, who does that? It's very to us we feel like because of it's us, we know rugby, we're the best in terms of rugby. I think we'll be okay, or we're expecting to win and something like that. But no, there's a lot of things that people they go through to work so that they can be able to get to the level where the rugby it was. And if you look at the team itself, it displayed the true South African Rainbow Nation. There's white guys there, there's Indian guys there, there's a black guys there, there's colored guys there. Although the black they are not a lot, but at least kunabo mapimpi they are there. Kunabo siya they are there, they are playing there. So trust me, man. When it comes to the game, especially local game, you actually need to have a different varieties to bring a different taste to the game. But yeah, I was talking about Orlando Pirates with the Stellas, with the Stellenbosch. I really, really, I did enjoy the game. I enjoy the game because of how the Stellas play. The counter attack, the attacking of the football. The passing, the attitudes of the players to see that we wanna win this team. And they were actually playing at Orlando Stadium, man. Zama Kepula, you don't just come out at Orlando just like that. I remember when Dan Cates, he was a coach at Chipa, and he came to play at Orlando and they score. Danny even throw himself on the ground just because of how the history of that team, how big that team it is, and if you go there with the right mentality, right attitude, and beat them, then you have a surplus. Then everyone will be like, yes, you are the good team. But to me, I think Stellenbosch is just way far. I can consider Stellenbosch after Sundowns. I think Sundowns, they're playing a very brilliant football. They have a very brilliant, development to develop the players all the way to the bigger league. I think also Stellas, they started the same. Of course, the owners, they're rich. Stellenbosch owners, they're Stellas, bro. They're Stellenbosch. These guys, they got money. But the most important, that these guys, they got money. They don't just buy players. I mean, the owner of Stellenbosch, you can buy any player that you want if you want to. But they focus on development. They develop players because they know that in Cape Town, the teams that they were there, it was Ajax Cape Town, which was really, really big team that time from that region. Ajax Cape Town is no longer there. It come back, it go to relegated, come back again, change the name, people buy the status and so on and so forth. It's there, but it's not performing, but it's no longer Ajax. So that area, they needed a team that is going to identify their type of style of football. You remember Steven Pina, where they were coming from, Ajax Cape Town to Ajax Amsterdam, all the way. About Tulani Serelo from Ajax Cape Town all the way to Amsterdam, about Ben McCarthy. You know, so it has that area. It has a history of generating and developing players to become the best player in the world. And that thing, it was gone after Ajax Cape Town was relegated. Stellenbosch came, they worked so hard in terms of the development. You look at the colored guys that are coming from Stellas, man. They're really sick. They're really fantastic to watch in terms of a football fan or a football supporter, man. So yeah, I just feel like uh, Pirates, we're not matching to Stellas in terms of everything, in terms of the development. Yes, we have a big history in terms of our club, in terms of Orlando Pirates club, but we couldn't match the style or the playing of the Stellas. The Stellas were all we were better for past 2 3 years or past 2 3 seasons. They've been developing from younger age all the way. Have a very very brilliant coach, old coach that they know he knows football from all the way grassroots to up, so it helps them a lot. And I couldn't think of a different results because I knew that there's no way that we're gonna be able to actually beat the Steelers. That would be a lucky, could be a lucky. And they just won the calling black label. I mean, we get kicked out. Orlando Pirates get kicked out long ago, on the beginning of the cup, and now you're expecting the guys who won the cup and to lose against you because you're playing at home. Nah, it doesn't work like that. These guys, they're fantastic. These guys, they're playing brilliant, and I love it. I'm not gonna lie. I truly love how they actually play, but I can't change, my supporting structure. What I support is what I support. You know what I mean? Yeah. There was another team. Chiefs also played yesterday. Uh, and also the Kaiser Chiefs, man. At Naturena, it's a disaster. You feel like it's really, really, a disaster how they actually, things are moving. Although they get a very, very good coach, I don't think that coach should be the interim coach. I think it's the best coach that they got for past maybe 2 years. For past 2 years, right now they have a brilliant coach. This coach was assistant coach at Al Ahly with Coach Pito Mosiman. Was assistant. They took him from there, go to Arabs to Saudi Arabia, right? Being part of technical team of Pito Mosimane. So think about that. That guy has truly, truly experience. He knows the football. He's a player. He's been playing football. He's been going around all over. Sometimes, yes, we want the former players from that specific club to coach that. Yes, but I think the former players, they can come as a part of the technical, team, but give someone who actually have a credibility and who shows that there is a results and there's an experience. So that's actually most important when it comes to, to the teams and selecting coaches. But now I truly believe that uh, the coach that Chiefs have right now, it's actually a very good coach. If they actually give him a permanent, just give him a permanent contract, man. Give him 4 years, 3 years contract. That's it, you know. And then the rest is history. Watch him, to do his things so that you can see how actually is going to progress. So yeah, man, that's about the locals. I mean, there was another team, TS Galaxy was playing, Supersport also was playing. I think also Supersport, in terms of the development, they are really really fantastic. uh, I mean, Supersport, they always have a very very good development side that you can be able to actually depend and trust and get the players from there, and took them all the way to Premier League. A lot. Look at Abu Bongani. Ubongani was there in a super sport, developed all the way from a super sport, and eventually he went to overseas playing for Fulham, and come back again, to local game, and retired. So the development of super sport, no doubt, very fantastic. Coach Gavin Hunt, that it's a brilliant coach, no doubt, very fantastic coach. I mean, he was coaching vets, and that time I was coaching vets. Almost every brilliant players, they coming from that side. I mean, from vets, a producer Abu Pagamani Maslambe, Abu Kabadinho Mhango, they were actually, playing very, very fantastic when they were playing under Gavin, you know. Everyone, Elias Pelembe, the greatest of Mozambican, from the vets. So vets, no man, Gavin Hunt, we always, take out the head and say that fantastic, fantastic. Yeah, man. So when it comes to Premier League, man, I wanted to jump into English Premier League, man. My team, of course, I'm an Arsenal fan, as you can see. It's branded all over Arsenal, so it's all good. It's all good. But really, really disappointed time. I'm not gonna lie. We are chasing the league, and some performance of other players, they're not getting it, they're not getting there, to prove that these are actually brilliant players, and they can take us to win the league. That's my actually, a challenge. It might happen that today they perform well, the following day they don't perform good. You know, we have draws. This is the news of each and every single season, man. Every season we are facing the same thing. Every time we are challenging the league, we always, like, people always consider us as that team that is trying to win the league, not that team that it can win the league. I mean, right now, Man City was number 4 or 5 after yesterday jumping to number 2. But every single person, even when Arsenal was number 1, even the greatest commentators, Gary Neville, Paul Scholes, they always say that we don't think Arsenal is gonna win the league. We think Man City, they're gonna be able to to win the league. I think all of this is because of how the players they're performing at Arsenal Football Club. You might find out this week they're performing brilliant, the following week they're not performing. And it's not the whole team, it's the individual performance. And if you look at it, the overall performance of the team, it's good, it's brilliant. You can say that, okay, we perform good, we win, we won. But go deeper and look at the performance of individual, my brother. You realize that, nah, this is not it. I mean, when you look at on the wing, the game that we just lost, on Friday, Saka was not playing like the way Saka plays. Martin Ely was not playing like the way Martin Ely plays, right? uh Trossard, he came Trossard. I mean, we take it out Kyle because of the yellow card, he's banned, and then we'll put a Trossard. We always know that we have a danger man in a Trossard so that he can come in as a sub and punish. But when it comes to the game that played Friday, Trossard was nowhere to be found. You know, the only player that was playing on Friday, that was Odegaard. Is the only one that plays brilliantly in terms of attacking football, in terms of making sure that we want to go forward and we want to score and win the game. Everyone who was supporting him, they were failing him. You know, can't have too many touches inside the box without punishing. Of course, we want brilliant goals, clinical, but when we think of a clinical, think also how we should score goals. I mean, if you look at it, that game, first half, the commentators, they were saying we had over touches that passes each and every club that plays in Premier League this season. We have more touches in the first half, more pass, more than any other team in actually in the Premier League this season. I mean, so many touches, but you can't score. Mm. The defenders, of course, they're trying. Saliba, brilliant. You're not gonna lie, that one always release a brilliant performance. Gabi also brilliant. Gabi, because it's a tight marking. Gabi always pushes you to tight marking until you get the ball. So that's what I like uh, about Gabriel. But if you look at the overall performance, it's okay. But look at the individuals. Declan Rice, he come in, he played nice, but he was not on fire like the game of Liverpool. Like the other game, he was not on that fire. Was not there. I don't know, because of maybe he's coming from West Ham, so I'm not sure. That's the reason why. But yeah, man, that's the issue of Arsenal. I think I really true think as well that they should get a striker. If they can be able to get a new striker, maybe it will help. A number 9 box to box striker that is gonna bang goals. Not someone who's gonna drift around all the way back to the outside the 18 yard and then come back to the 18. No, we need number 9 who stays. If your guys remember Thierry Henry, right? Thierry, the only time that you're not gonna see him on a box, it's when he's pushing the players to the corner. When you wanna drift you guys to the corner and let other players, let about Robert Perez, about Edu, to get into the box so that they can about Flamini so that they can score. Right? That's what Thierry. But most of the time, Thierry, you always find him in a box. That's why he was calling Didier Drogba. Always find them in a box. If you find him outside the box, he want to fetch the ball because you guys, bringing the ball to the front so that he can score. So you go deeper, make sure you help the guys fetch the ball, push the ball to forward. But those are the great strikers, man. They always be in a. I think if you guys remember Crouch, the tall striker